What's up guys, it's Kyle here back again for another video, and I've been enjoying the new season, but the thing we need to talk about is the switch up. The tank and support switch up that is going to happen every time a tank and support is released, and I think we need to address this situation now before it gets any worse. Now, the switch up I'm talking about, and everybody knows, Emma Frost. People love Emma Frost. They love the Gooner, whatever you want to get into it doesn't matter. The issue is people jump onto tank. People who have never played tank, they jump onto tank playing Emma Frost, or if a new support comes out like Ultron, they're going to jump onto support playing Ultron. The issue with this is that there is a lot of DPS only players who will do this. They will play characters and jump onto a new role that they've never played before, and insta-lock these characters not knowing how to play them beforehand. They don't know how to play these roles, they don't know how to play these characters, they're just jumping on because they're like, oh, this is a cool character, or this character looks a certain way, so they're jumping on. But you would think this is a good thing. A lot of people have made the argument like, oh yeah, this is how people get introduced to roles. The only problem is that it's not. I've been playing comp recently, and that people have jumped on to Emma Frost, not knowing how to play her, literally dragging our team down. And the issue is that even if we have like tanks, if we already have a tank and somebody jumps onto Emma Frost, we have the issue of somebody else wanting to play Emma Frost as well, so they try to jump onto the character, and then you get into a big fight about who gets to use who. These people aren't playing tank because they want to play the role of tank. They're playing tank because they want to play that character. They don't care about the role. And this is going to go for Ultron as well. And I just saw this tweet on Twitter. They're saying they seem to switch up on Emma Frost. Anybody who's been insta-locking DPS or any other role and is just going to hop on support just because Ultron is coming out, they're telling them not to play it. Now, I won't say that because I feel like that's kind of wild. What I will say is that if you're going to prepare for a role, or you know a character is going to be in a certain role, I feel like you should know how that role plays. Play other characters that are in the role. I don't know what's so hard about wanting to like learn these roles before we get these new characters coming into the game, and we just like refuse to learn. I get like you don't want to play as Mantis, or you don't want to play as Cloak and Dagger, you don't want to play as Loki or Rocket. But the thing is, if you're going to play on a role and jump into comp on it at that, you need to know how to play the role beforehand. You need to know how to heal. If you're going to main Ultron, you need to know how to heal with other characters. If you're going to main Emma Frost, you need to know how positioning works with tanks. You need to know how to create space. You cannot just jump onto these roles with no like prior understanding of the character. And the crazy part is, it's only been a few days since the season has started. Emma Frost players have already dropped off. That's the issue with it as well. You see this surge the first day that the character comes off, because obviously everybody wants to play them, that's cool, whatever. But the thing is, you think that, oh, this is bringing new people over to the roles. No, it's not, because the moment they figure out this character is not for them, they drop it and they go back to insta-locking DPS. The bigger issue with this, and like I said, I just want to focus on this because quick play is whatever, but on comp, you do not want to pick a character that is brand new if you do not know how to use them or you have not played that role before. That is disrespectful for the whole team, and you are dragging the entire team down. There are things to understand. If you are going to play tank, and I'm going to go over this one more time, if you are going to play tank for any other tanks that come out in this game, you want to learn how to position, you want to learn how to create space, you want to know how to watch the front, and you also want to watch the back because your supports sometimes need help. You need to learn how to position yourself to where you are not causing a strain on your team, and to make sure that you are pushing forward in an effective way. When it comes to support, you need to make sure that you are healing your teammates. You are not playing DPS. You are not attacking the team constantly. You need to learn how to heal, and you need to learn how to position in both the back and the middle, just in case your team, whatever your team lineup is, needs to play around you. So when it comes to these things, You need to know how to play these roles. Do not just jump onto a role because, oh, it's a cool character. So, and the thing, we know who the characters are beforehand because they typically list off the characters before they come out. When you see a character you like, learn how to play that role. I'm not going to go over DPS because everybody knows how to play DPS, I'm hoping. And I shouldn't, it's one of the most popular roles, so I shouldn't even have to go over that. But when these new characters come out, make sure to stick on to that role for a little bit and learn how to play it. There are things to learn, there are things to know, and you do not want to get called out by your team because on comp, we will know if you don't know how to play that role. It's very obvious. When Emma Frost can't push and doesn't know how to tank, we can tell. When somebody doesn't know how to heal, and this is another thing I want to talk about with supports, and it's really bad for supports, so I'm hoping you guys don't do this for Ultron. Please don't. When Ultron comes out, it is very easy to know when somebody doesn't know how to heal or effectively heal while also doing DPS in whatever small way they can. Do not jump onto the character and do not heal. That's not what the character's for. If the role is support, play support. If the role is tank, play tank. This is not DPS 2.0. So that's just all I wanted to say. That's all I'm going to say regarding the whole jumping onto the bandwagon thing of these characters. We cannot just jump onto roles we don't know how to play. I'm sure this is one of those things, like I said, that is going to improve as the game goes on. Obviously, everybody's going to have played a tank or a support a year down the line, but that's what I'm hoping improves. For all the new players, quick play, do whatever you want. Comp, please try and be nice to your teammates. Be nice. But for quick play, that's a good place to learn. Practice versus AI, doom match, anything. Learn the role. You can do it there. Do not do it in comp. That's what causes the problem because it's very obvious. I'll be bringing up a new video next, a little bit later, talking about the new characters I'm looking forward to and possibly just some characters I want to see in the game in the future. But yeah, that's all for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.